This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis. alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will put total level to crank us up. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. A state... started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you reach to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school with Charles homework done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
To the air, it's Orji. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
After the misfire now on second down. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that Palmer a ton.
That's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. The kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Plows through the defense. And not much doing there as that defense bounds. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? To the air, it's Child. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the first down, but the hit stick upside his head.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. The Spartans very efficient.
You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football. But when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm talking about ranking trophies.
Looking everywhere for room to run. Good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Gonna run it. It's Carter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Spartans want to move quickly. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And excellent. Find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. to the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sparty. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while they'll get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Loveland.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Orji. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Moves around to clear up the vision. Flips it out to the back. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is...
Makes the grab on the left side. And he was loose close and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Wiggles free. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Buys a little extra time. Got a man. It's Stewart. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Getting some heat. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Makes the catch. It's Morgan. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. It's been very evenly played through two quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Felly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They'll throw it on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense starts with a short field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Feeling some heat. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating, like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Childs. Finds his target down the middle.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Brings it down on the right side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Discards a man. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll go right back to it. The Spartans will keep this drive going.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Caught near the sideline, it's Glover. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Carter. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Childs. Pressure coming. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Spartans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago. None today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
Here they come on 2nd down, trying to put this game away. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That's a fly. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got him downfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. Touchdown Spartans. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. They move the tight end all over. The give as they work on that clock. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Utah. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Boston.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle. It's Glover. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Looking for the score. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, and you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means